starts the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, featuring Dan Harsha and Dan Allman. This week's show, we're highlighting the latest in music, life, and culture.
Others through different eyes.
Yo, 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 this is Dan Harsha, and this is the Guitar Gurus, and with me always is...
Dan Allman here.
How you doing tonight, bud?
Happy 2020 to you, sir.
Dude, happy 2020, dude. It's the New Year's time, man.
That's right, man. Entered in a new decade. Got all kinds of great stuff going on, man. We've been at this for a while.
Yep, man. It's awesome, dude. I'm just re-energized. We took a couple weeks off, did our family things, and now we're back in here cranking it out for 2020, dude.
That's right.
Man, what a year, dude. I just, with my time off, I've just reflected back on last year, man.
Yeah, definitely. That was a much-needed break. It really was, man.
It was awesome. The highs and lows of the equipment working right, not working right, just kind of crazy when you think about it, man.
Yeah.
Then the listeners, that's just awesome.
That was incredible.
Yeah, man, and just another big shout out to the listeners, St. Mary's County. Your number one rated radio personalities, the Guitar Gurus of Southern Maryland.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Dude,
we did that, didn't we?
Dude, we're award winning now.
Oh, this award-winning program right here.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I mean, we had to wait to the very last show to announce it. I was still nervous when the paper was coming out. I didn't believe it until I read it, one of those deals. And then when I saw it there, I was like, oh, okay.
There's something about seeing it in print that just makes you say, wow, this is real.
Got the newspaper right there, man.
There you go, man.
It's right there, man. So it's just really cool when you actually see it.
It is.
And wow, thank you, listeners. Thank you to everyone that voted. That's just a special honor to win out over a radio program that's been on the air for over 20 years. I mean, that's pretty awesome, dude. I mean, no matter who it is, man. I mean, my hat's off to T-Bone and Heather. It was a great competition. But for us to come in the area, be something fresh and new, the listeners just rocked on with it, and they're down with it, and I'm down with it, man.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you, everybody, for that support. It helps us realize that we're working hard for something.
Yeah.
So that's what we work hard for. And the support is why we keep doing it.
Right. Well, dude, we got a jam-packed show to start the new year off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, got our standard show, of course. We're going to get the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system cranking in just a moment to get Mr. Higgins on from the Southern Maryland Chronicle for Higgy on the Beat.
Yeah, man.
The new streamlined Higgy on the Beat segment. We changed it up. It's hip. It's fresh. Everybody's digging it, man. And hats off to Higgy, man. That newspaper's just going crazy, man.
Yeah, it's gaining a lot of steam, a lot of ground. We're just that shows you what hard work can do when you get out what you put in, and he puts in a lot.
He does, dude.
So he's getting out a lot. That's great.
Yeah, and he's reporting on everything Southern Maryland music with us.
Yep.
That's why he comes on our show. That's why he's first up, because we're keeping our show about the Southern Maryland music scene.
Yeah.
And that's why we love Higgy on the Beat, man. He's our official go-to news source for everything music Southern Maryland, man. And he's delivering the goods every week, man, week after week, and just very cool to have him on, man.
Yep.
And that call will be powered by the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system. And speaking of them, I got to do one of these to start the new year off right.
That's the one.
That's it.
Right there, man. Ollie's Bar and Grill phone soundstage phone system.
Yeah, man. We're popping Ollie's.
That's the power.
Yeah, it's 2020. And it's crazy, man. I just can't believe 2020's here, man. It's just nuts. The other day, it was 2010 in my world,
Oh, yeah, dude. It's still 1993 in my world.
I get it, man.
Yeah, that was just like a couple years ago.
Exactly. But, dude, so that's first up on the show. Then we're going to have our final Spoons meal review. We'll talk about that when it comes up. The food was fantastic night. We're powering us up to do the show. Yeah. We got our final meal with them tonight, and we'll talk about that in that spot, and we'll get everything cleared up. It's going to be awesome. Spoons Barbecue.
That's right.
Cool. And then we're going to get Sean Kirkpatrick on for Sean in 60 Seconds. check out what's going on in his world. And we just did our pre-call. We got a pretty cool subject matter with him tonight.
Yeah,
it's gonna make
always.
everybody.
I look forward to that.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, man, especially. And that's the standard show,
Oh,
man.
yeah. You know how we roll every week.
Yeah, so, of course, we're going to have 2 featured guests tonight and the Guitar of the Week by Island Music.
Right.
Okay. And we got the 2 for Tuesday shout-outs
Of
presented
course.
by Jesse Wickline and Allied Renovations.
That's right.
So, like I said, it's jam-packed. Jam-packed. First featured guest tonight, Chris Dean, lead guitarist, Phillip Michael Parsons. It's going to be awesome to catch up with him, repeat offender. It's Chris Dean. He's always got some interesting stories and see what's happening in his world.
Yep.
Reflect back on his year and check out what's going on with him, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Cool. Then we're going to do the Island Music Guitar of the Week, and it's that beautiful Fender Ventura Jaguar.
Yeah, man.
It was in heaven this weekend. It was awesome. So we're going to talk everything Fender, everything Jaguar, and it's right up my alley, man.
Oh, yeah.
The Ocean Turquoise is what's up, man. Very beautiful guitar. Very beautiful. Then we'll do the Jesse Wickline Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout-outs and get everybody called out on that. And it's going to be awesome. I'm digging that. And then we'll have our final featured guest of the night, and that's going to be a combo. It's going to be Nick Katsouros and Odell Norman from Musical Osmosis, the podcast that's our mentor podcast. You know, we look to them, and, you know, we all worked it out together, and they're great guys, man. So
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have them back.
Yeah.
They are, like Dan said, they are our mentor podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
those are the guys that really gave us a lot of tools to push forward the way we have, and you know, they've been very supportive.
Right, man. And their audience has been real supportive of our show. Can't
Yep.
thank them enough for that. And they have a great show, man.
They have done some stellar interviews.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I'm jealous, man.
Dude, I highly implore everybody, go check out Musical Osmosis Facebook page, get linked up, see all the past guests they've had. It's just an awesome podcast. Listen at your leisure. That's what I like about their podcast. It's
Yeah.
not a time podcast like ours is. We're delivering news every week, so people have to tune in that bracket.
Yeah.
You know, if you want it fresh, but you can always go back and listen to us. It's all there. But everybody, we have a little bit of everybody's there every week for us.
That's
So
right. Yeah.
It's just cool how they do it and how we do it.
Yeah.
It's 2 different styles.
2 completely different styles, but the same results, really. You know?
Exactly. They're
Yeah.
reporting on music. We're reporting on music. We're just focused on Southern Maryland. Yeah.
That's right.
And all the players around here, because it's just phenomenal. Just nothing but quality musicians anywhere and everywhere at any given time.
That's right.
Just slaying it. It's cool, man. Digging it, dude. So, dude, how was your vacation, man?
Excellent. Made the rounds. Saw some folks. Spent time with people.
Yeah.
It was very, very well spent. I enjoyed it completely.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. No stress at all.
I dig that.
2 weeks of stress free.
Yeah, I think we started out your vacay. You had your house party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
That was the beginning.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right, man. It was awesome, dude. I was there. That was the beginning of my little thing too. So it was cool.
Yeah. And then, shockingly enough, a jam session broke out. Imagine that.
Yeah, man. Those guys were tearing it up, man.
Yeah, man. So
It was awesome, dude.
yeah, got around, got to do the things and see the people, and everybody's happy. So I'm sure yours was well.
It was a roller coaster.
Oh, man.
It was. I won't get into too much details, but dude, we had a death in the family. I had to deal with that after Christmas. So shout out to Uncle Ray Harsha. God bless you. I know you're up there. It's honored to carry your casket, brother.
There you
So,
go, man.
That was a good deal. So, but I'm good, dude. I'm energized. I'm ready for 2020. And dude, I'm looking forward to talking to all these musicians, man. Documenting some stories.
Right.
We got a January plan, man. The January's hot, man.
It is.
Pay attention. We got some guys. We talked about it in past shows. Who's coming on? I'm not dropping names anymore. If you want to, you can go listen back and get it.
That's right.
But we got an awesome January planned. February's loose because I want to take a moment real quick and say, guys, start sending us some messages, man. Who wants to come on? Who wants to talk their story? Who wants to talk about their band, their project, what you got going on?
Yeah.
Give us a message, man. Let's book you in February or March, whatever works for your schedule. Promotions.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
man.
Don't be afraid to hit that message button and just shoot us a line, man.
Yeah, stop being shy.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing those messages.
Yeah, we're getting to everybody.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
We get a lot of different types of messages. We get some that just say, "Hey, I love what you guys do," and keep it going. But I would like to see one that says, "Hey, when can you get me in?"
Yeah, I got a show coming up.
Yeah, I got something I want to promote.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
That's what we're here to do.
Exactly, dude. It's gonna be cool. Well, anything else, dude, or do you want to get this thing cranking, dude? It's gonna be busy tonight.
It's going to be busy, so I say we just get to it, man.
All right, dude, let's launch off, dude. I'm going to get the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system cranking.
Hell
We're
yeah.
going to get David Higgins on for Higgy on the beat. Would you give me some soothing tones?
That's
sir?
right. Dave Higgins from the Southern Maryland Chronicle coming on here on Higgy on the Beat on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show. Happy 2020, everybody. It's episode 56 right here in the studio.
There it is. It's cranking, dude. You there, Higgy?
Yes, I'm here. How you guys doing tonight?
All
Dude,
right.
a happy 2020, brother.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Happy 2020.
Yeah, man, we're doing our thing in the studio. We're just getting back in the swing of things, and we're excited about the new year, man.
Yes. Excited to see what it brings for everyone.
All right, you're getting muffled, brother.
I'm excited to see what it brings for everyone.
Cool.
It's
yeah,
going to be
man.
a good year, man.
Yeah. How many site visits last year?
22 million.
Whoa! Wow.
Well, congratulations on that.
That's
Thank you very much.
That's awesome, man. That's real awesome, dude.
That is a testament to the hard work, brother.
It's a lot of work. Happy to see it happen. And, coming from 4.2 million the year before, very big jump. So we'll see what happens this year.
Sweet, man.
Congratulations.
That's real cool. Well, dude, let's jump right into it. What we got going on?
All right, Southern Maryland. Good evening, Southern Maryland. I'm Dave Higgins from Higgy on the Beat, coming to you live from the Southern Maryland Chronicle newsroom. This weekend doesn't look too bad as of right now. It's going to be rainy, but the highs are going to be in the mid-60s and the lows in the low 40s. So let's get started with your 10-ounce 12-pack sampler of what's on tap this weekend in Southern Maryland. On Friday, 7 p.m., you've got Club Malbec at the Cow Thai Restaurant and Sushi Bar in La Plata at 7 p.m. At 9 p.m., Tap House 1637 in California, you've got Tell You Monday, 9 p.m. 9:30 p.m., you've got 3 Days Rain over at Ollie's Bar and Grill in La Plata. On Saturday, Deal, Dockside Sports Bar, Billy Eager will be lighting up at 5 p.m. 7 p.m., you got Josh and Woody over at Sunset Cove at the Point Lookout Marina. The Wanderers will be at St. Mary's Landing in Charlotte Hall at 7 p.m. Great Mills, Brass Rail Sports Bar, Rock Show, 8 p.m. Hydra Effect will be at Hutton Tavern in Pomfret at 9 p.m. Over in St. Leonard at the Tavern, 9 p.m. Taboo will be there. And at 9:30 p.m. Saturday, you got Grinding Gears. It's going to be at Ape Hangers Bar and Grill in Belle Isle. On Sunday, 3 p.m., you got Mike Lee and Eric Wolf duo. They're going to be at Toots Bar in Hollywood. And at 4 p.m., True Blue Country is going to be at St. Mary's Landing. The weekly music schedule is prepared by Lynn Arion with permission given to the Southern Maryland Chronicle to reprint. That's your 12-pack sampler for what's on tap this weekend. Be sure to check out the entire local music schedule, which is released Thursdays at 4 p.m. on southernmarylandchronicle.com and shortly thereafter on Facebook.
Wow, dude, that's an action-packed schedule of music this weekend.
It's another good weekend. Everybody some bands took some time off for the Christmas break. Other ones were, going straight through. And now you've got everybody coming back right now.
Yeah, dude, that's a pretty cool list of shows, man. A lot of.
There's also a couple bands who made some changes last year, like Trilogy. They're coming. Hannah left and Tara's now with them, so they're going to be coming out with their new schedule.
Right.
We have a couple bands like No Green Jelly Beans or Cowboy Crossing who split up, but the members are still going to be doing their own thing.
Right.
So we'll start seeing some of these guys doing acoustic shows and things like that. So be on the lookout for all of that stuff.
Perfect, man. Perfect. So what else? What other events are going on in Southern Maryland?
All right, this weekend at the St. Mary's Airport on January 11th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. will be the 50th anniversary of the opening of the St. Mary's County Airport. They're going to have RC model aircraft displays. They're going to be doing flight simulators, and there's going to be indoor drone demos from the University of Maryland.
Ooh, that's cool.
Very big thing. This is the second weekend they've done it. They did one right before Christmas also. I told you guys about it before. Santa actually flew in on the helicopter.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
So, this is just another event they're doing for it. If you get a chance, go out and check it out. It's real cool. Get to see the history of the airport. The airport is making some changes right now. So, there's going to be they're building a bigger runway. There's lots more businesses coming over there. There are a lot of big things happening at the airport. At the Calvert Library in Prince Frederick on January 11th, Saturday, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you're going to have the Poets Circle. Now, I haven't seen this too much around in terms of events, but this is really cool thing if you're into poetry, if you're a writer yourself, get up to the Calvert Library and get out there and show everybody your stuff.
Cool.
And then at Thomas Stone on Sunday, January 12th, from 3:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m., you've got the Charles County Youth Orchestra Winter Concert. The Charles County Youth Orchestra, it's all volunteer. It's kids from all over Southern Maryland. So get out there and support them and have a good time.
That's real cool, man. That's a nice bunch of events, man. Got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. It is winter time. It is after the holidays, so it's a little bit slower than normal. But we still got some great things going on.
Yeah. That's awesome, dude.
All right. January 9th, this day in music history. In 1962, Sam Cooke released Twistin' the Night Away. In 1965, the Beatles 65, jumped from number 98 to number 1 on the Billboard charts in 1 week.
Right.
In 1963, Charlie Watts joins the Rolling Stones, replacing Tony Chapman as their drummer. In 1991, Sinead O'Connor is named the worst dressed woman of 1990 in Mr. Blackwell's annual list.
I remember that.
In 2004, Miley Cyrus makes her movie debut in Tim Burton's Big Fish, playing 8-year-old Ruby.
Wow.
He is credited as Destiny Cyrus.
Wow.
And in 2005, Motley Crue lead singer Vince Neil marries Leah Gerardini at a ceremony in Las Vegas, get this, officiated by MC Hammer,
Yes.
who shared a house with Neil in the reality show The Real Life. Among the guests were bandmates Tommy Lee and Nikki Sixx and basketball star Dennis Rodman. It was Neil's fourth marriage.
Are they still together?
I do not know that, but I for some reason I believe that I heard that they're not together.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocking. And in 2013, at the People's Choice Awards, One Direction won Favorite Album, Up All Night, and Favorite Song, What Makes You Beautiful. Katy Perry gets Favorite Music Video with Part of Me, Favorite Female Artist, Favorite Pop Artist, and Favorite Music Fan Following for her club, the Katy Cat. And that's the music history news for this week.
All right.
We have a few birthdays. Sean Paul will be 46 this week. Jimmy Page will be 75. This is all January 9th.
All right.
Dave Matthews will be 52.
Oh, wow.
AJ McLean from the Backstreet Boys will be 41. Phil Lewis from the LA Guns, 62. Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth will be 52. That's a big one right there. I remember Smash Mouth from that. Here's another one.
I don't know why that happened.
Eric Erlandstein was the guitarist for Hole, the Courtney Love band.
56.
He's 50. What was he? He's going to be 56.
All right.
Then you have Becky Pizzarelli. He was an old school jazz guitarist and banjo player.
Right.
He's turning 93.
Shit. God bless him.
Rocky George from Suicidal Tendencies, the guitarist for them, is turning 55.
Wow.
And Drew Brown, the guitarist for One Republic, is charged. I mean, sorry, he's 35 years old.
Well, you got the wrong story.
He got 35 years.
Yeah.
That's what he
And
was
look
charged.
at Southern Maryland musicians that will be celebrating their birthdays this week. You have Jim Noble, who is the bassist for Three Rocks.
All right, Jim. Happy birthday.
Brandon Nicholson will be 31 from Maldire.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody's favorite country bar bartender, Michelle Lee from Last Drop, will be celebrating her birthday this week. And they're going to be having a big birthday party for her at Last Drop.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
That's your weekly wrap on music news. As always, follow the Chronicle on Facebook at facebook.com/SOND-Chronicle.com or SouthernMarylandChronicle.com for all your local, state, regional news, weather, and sports.
Sweet, dude. You knocked it out of the park. You just need to get a new cell phone.
Yes, I did. That's the next thing we're working on.
All right, dude. We fought through it, but, dude, we appreciate the Southern Maryland beat, the Southern Maryland music, and just how you put it all together, man. It's real pro. We appreciate it. It's 2020, and let's see where we go, babe. What do you think?
All right, guys. We'll see. We'll see what we can do with it.
Awesome, dude. Well, we'll check you next week, Higgy. Thank
All
you,
right,
buddy.
All right, guys. Have a great one.
All right,
All
thank you.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye.
Awesome. Thank you.
There it goes, man.
There he goes. We're starting it off. January 2020. Getting it kicked off right.
Yeah. Just upgrade that phone, brother.
Yeah, man.
The signal was going in and out, man.
I like the local birthdays a lot. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
good stuff,
That's
man.
a great addition to the segment, and that's very cool. So, Jim Noble, Brandon Nicholson, Michelle Lee, happy birthday to you all. Enjoy your birthday weeks.
Yeah. And remember,
man, everybody should get a week for their birthday.
yeah, that's cool. That would be real cool.
Yeah, man.
That's not the real world, though.
It isn't, but you can celebrate any way you like.
If you meet a different person every day of the week, every day of the year, you could technically have a birthday every day of the year. if you
That's
wanted
right.
to.
That's right.
That's
how we
awesome.
roll.
Yeah, man. That's cool, man. But no, that's good stuff, man. The Southern, like again, man, it's starting to crank back up. And I know just a couple shows got listed earlier in the week. Outside the Wires and Nan Chamoy playing on Friday night. The Acoustic, Tom and Vinny. They're gonna be doing that. That came out Friday night. Is it? And there's something's going on with the Acoustic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about that real quick.
At Ape Hangers. Yeah, that's David and Dynamo's Acoustic, which is just David Hamner and Jack McNutt, which is a new addition to that band.
Yeah, that's so cool. So it's like kind of like a pre-show, you know, like a soft opening.
It's a little warm up, you know.
Yeah, it's soft opening. That's what I call that. So if you're at Southern Maryland, Friday night, Ape Hangers. If you got some time and you want to see David Hamner and Jack McNutt, David and the Dynamos, the acoustic version, check it out, because the following week it's full band, right? That's the real show, the big band, right?
Yeah, that's the first one out. With,
And that's
with
it.
Jack.
Then that's at Last Drop.
Last drop.
So yeah, we're gonna promote that real quick.
Yeah.
So Jack McNutt, the new drummer of David and the Dynamos, you can catch him this Friday doing the acoustic warm-up show at Ape Hangers, which I think's awesome. And I'm digging that whole vibe y'all got going on with that. That's awesome.
Thanks.
So that happens this Friday.
Yeah.
The following Friday, it's the full band experience, electric guitars, face melting music, David and the Dynamos, Last Drop in, right?
right.
That's what's going down? That's what's going down, right?
That's what's going down.
That's what's going to be what's up, because it's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I just knew how it was before. I'm geeked up because I hear what's happening at practice, and people around here, take it from me, you know where you should be next couple Fridays. You want to really see something special happen. That's all I'm going to say. It's 2020. Watch out.
2020.
Been waiting all my life to say that.
We got perfect vision up in here.
Yeah, it's 2020. By the end of the year, everybody's going to be like, I hate this year already.
Yeah, exactly. Don't abbreviate the year 20.
Yeah. Someone's going to write a check. It was 2005. I'm sure that won't raise no eyebrows.
Right.
Well, you held on to it for 14 years. And it looks brand new.
Right. Yeah.
I love the internet. I love that fake coupon post that gets everybody sharing. If you share this, you get a $150 discount. And you see all these random people sharing it. You're like, are you serious?
Right.
That's great, isn't it?
We're having too much fun.
It is awesome, man. It's good stuff, dude. That's what, dude. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
It's the internet. Okay, dude. Spoon's barbecue meal review, real quick.
Yeah.
It's not so much a meal review tonight. It's just a special thank you to Spoon's Barbecue. This coming Sunday, they will be closing for good. Hannah just has had enough with the building management. It was whatever, but God bless them. They're doing something different, and this was the last meal tonight. It was fantastic, by the way. Ribs, hamburger. Also, Friday, before bands start, you can go there, and they're having the karaoke, and they're having a beer bust. They'll have a bunch of beer specials because they're selling all the beer before they close on Sunday.
That's right.
So, crank it on in, man.
Yeah.
I know you're going to be there drinking, right?
You're going to find my face there without a doubt.
Right. So
I'll be, we'll be easy to find on that, earlier that evening.
right. 'Cause we got to catch the acoustic.
Yeah, got to get primed before it goes out. Go out and check out some live music.
Right.
But this is, we can't stress enough, the partnership we've had with them has been incredible.
Yeah.
And we thank all you guys for your support of going out there and mentioning us when you go in and going in there and enjoying what they've had to offer. They've worked hard. They did the best they possibly could.
Right.
And it's just a fact of life. Nothing lasts forever. And it's sad.
Oh, I'm bummed.
Yeah.
I'm extremely bummed, but I'm
Yeah.
excited for her because she has some other stuff going, so it's fine.
Exactly.
No one's going to
Yeah.
get hurt. It's cool.
Yeah, none of
that's
that.
the cool part.
There's none of that.
So
But
they're closing down Sunday. They're having a beer bust Friday. Some specials. You have to tune into their Facebook to see what the specials are, but just go there Friday. The beer and whatever they have is going to be flowing, and it's going to be a good old time. Get your Uber ready, get your Lyft ready, get it ready because you're going to get drunk. If you like drinking and you ever been to a bar when they're closing down and they got to sell everything because they don't want to take it with them, it's going to be a fun night. That's all I'm going to say. You got to get down there and check it out. I mean, you can go before you go to your shows. Like I'd get an Uber. I just Uber all night Friday.
yeah, this would be a great time if you're going to go out and check out shows. This would be a good place to pop in and have your early meal, so you can start hammering them down with a full stomach.
Yeah, and crank it and get the Uber and the Lyft to take you to whatever show you're going to, and then to take you home, and it'll be cheaper in the long run than trying to fucking hot dog it in a car like an asshole.
Yeah, and if your show's over at midnight or 1, they'll be there till 2, so you can come back,
Yeah,
finish out where you started.
right. If you're a real party animal.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Oh, come on, dude. What you doing?
You know what I'm doing.
Dude, that was your first one of 2020, dude. What took so long?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be good. And for those of you who know me, this is my first beer of the day. For those of you who know me, you know I'm lying.
I didn't say a word.
That's so good. Thank you, Ollie's.
Yeah, man. Ollie's Bar and Grill. We're popping Ollie's. They're cranking the phone system, which I'm going to get cranking right now. We're going to
Good.
get Sean Kirkpatrick on for Sean in 60 seconds.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
think about that,
Gotta
man?
love it, man.
Our dude, Soothing Tones.
Sean in 60 seconds, right here on the Guru Show. It's a weekly segment we enjoy so much. Can't wait to see what he's got to talk about this week.
Ooh, it's cranking. It's ringing.
That
Let's see
is
what
a
he
nice,
picks up.
clean ring. Nice, clean ring.
Yeah.
Most crisp.
Yeah. Come on, Sean. Come on.
He's being more dramatic this time.
What up?
Hey, what up? What's up?
What's up?
Yeah,
Good
dude.
Lord.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year, Mr. Gurus.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mr.
hey, we're an award-winning program now.
Yes, yeah. We need to be professional.
Yeah.
So
That's why
get your shit together.
That's why he called us Mr. Guru.
Get your shit together, Gurus. Come on now.
Yeah, man. This is
Hell yeah.
awesome, dude. How you been, man? How was your holiday?
It was great, man. I had a great time. I'm hanging out over here on the Eastern Shore right now, hanging out with some good friends, having a great time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
We do know what you're saying.
Right, man. That's good stuff, dude. Dude, it's been a fantastic holiday break for us. I mean, we had 2 weeks off. I mean, I feel energized. Do you feel energized, man? Were you itching to get back on?
I do indeed.
Awesome.
Well, great. That's great. Yeah.
Love it, dude. So,
Yeah, man.
so we were talking earlier. Are you still playing Tecmo Bowl?
I am.
Oh, okay. So, off of my recommendation, are you all doing the Raiders and Giants, right?
We did,
Okay.
and I whooped ass as the Raiders.
Oh, wow. Bo Jackson.
Yeah. We crushed shit. But yeah. So I kicked ass as the Raiders, obviously.
Yeah, all right.
Well, yeah. That's the whole point of picking the Raiders.
I mean, Tecmo Bowl was absolute bullshit because I honestly didn't really try that hard. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Well, it's an arcade game.
Right.
It's not a simulation.
Well, I mean, it's
8-bit.
entirely an assimilation.
Right. A simulation.
Simulation.
It's a simulator.
We just want the kids to put more quarters in the machine.
Yeah, keep pumping them quarters in.
Yeah.
Remember that scene from Wayne's World, Sean?
Yes, man.
Dude, that's so awesome. Just keep pumping the quarters.
Fucking Noah's Arcade.
Noah's Arcade, yeah, man. That's awesome, dude. So, dude,
Yeah,
so
we're going up this. We're going up the Skyrise right now.
what's that?
Mega Man 2.
Oh,
That's-
yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I love it.
That's where we're at right now.
Dude, what part of the game are you at?
We're literally starting Mega Man 2 right now.
Oh,
It just loaded up. It just loaded up.
yeah, you gotta go to beat the guy that has the wind. He's the first one you got to take on.
What's the difficulty we should go on?
Just whatever. It should just be normal, right?
Yeah, I mean it's normal, but I mean, should we try it at like the most difficult level, or try to do it normal?
It's impossible to do the most difficult level because they make it you have to go through a certain sequence to advance in the game.
Ah,
That's what I'm telling you. You have to go get the air guy first. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
He might even be called Airman. Who knows? But
they're asking us for a password right now. So I mean,
you can look up online and find different things to pull up old game saves. That's right.
oh shit! Look, we're going through the galactic space world right now. We actually just activated warp drive.
Come on, man. Chill out.
But for real though. So I went over to Union Jet, or no, I'm sorry.
All right.
What's it called? The Jetty.
Oh, that place. Yeah.
The Jetty.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went over there and I was programming some light shows and stuff like that. And I made a warp drive. So whenever you go into like a really cool scene or a sequence of music,
Right.
I'll activate that warp drive.
Oh, yeah.
And it's how the lights like flash. It looks like it's fast.
It looks like stars are flying past you.
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
warp drive, like legit warp drive.
But did you
Star Trek shit.
take your phone out and take a video of it?
I can. I'll send you a video tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and say yes.
Sweet. Dude, that's gonna be awesome. Warp drive. I dig it.
It's legit as tits.
All right, dude. So how was everything else? Did you play any shows over the break?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I was doing was playing shows.
Nice.
So we played a show at Union Jack's on a Thursday night, and that ended up being like the best night that they've ever had, even though they've had national acts.
Sure. Right.
It was incredible. Like, butts to nuts, front to back.
Packed.
Know what I'm saying?
Right. And what Thursday was that?
That was 2 Thursdays ago.
2 Thursdays ago. All right. Wow, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. And now we got Tara singing. She came up to she came up to the Jetty this past weekend and knocked it out of the park. Everybody was just going balls to the walls for Tara.
All right, man. That's great.
I'm glad that's working out. That's perfect.
Yeah, man. It is actually pretty incredible just seeing, because I'm trying to figure out a way to put this in like non-layman's terms. And just having a front person disappear or like leave the scene and then have somebody else come in and just take that place and do it so well, it's absolutely incredible.
It's mind-blowing, really.
It's it's like you've had a seamless transition, man.
Right, yeah.
Right, like Tara's been there the whole time, but she hasn't.
Yeah, you guys got lucky, man.
Yeah, that's like,
if you know what you're talking about, obviously she hasn't been there the whole time. But
Right.
if you don't know what you're talking about, Tara's been the one.
yeah, we'd never know.
It's just
You never know.
It's amazing that you guys lost 0 time.
Zero
Right.
time.
Took 0 steps back.
Yeah, you took 0 steps back.
Wow.
That's
That is
great.
all I want.
Well, you got it. You got it, buddy. You got what you wanted.
It's all about just creating the universe that you want to live in.
Right.
You
right.
believe in it, and it'll happen.
Well, Kanye says that the universe tells him to do a lot of things. So,
That's a different thing, man.
Well, Kanye is a fucking just. He's yeah. No.
yeah, the universe told me to do it.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
that's the greatest line of all time. If you think
that's
about it.
yeah.
I mean, dude, what do you say to that? You're just like,
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong.
right.
I can't prove you wrong, so okay.
Well,
Yeah.
there's consequences for what the
Yeah,
universe tells
go
you
for
to do.
it. Go for it, dude. Do your thing.
right.
But yeah, I'm with you, man. You just have to visualize the result and will it into action. That's how things work, man.
Right. I mean, you come up with a goal. You don't think about the processes or procedures that go into achieving that goal. You just come up with the idea, and then you just do whatever it takes
That's right.
in order to achieve that goal.
Yeah, nothing's handed to anyone. You have to go out and get it and work for it and achieve it.
Amen.
That's right, man.
That's cool, man. Sick, yeah, dude. Are y'all playing anywhere this weekend?
Yeah, we're playing a Rock Hall. It's a private event, so it's Rock Hall Volunteer Fire Department. It's up near Chestertown. Obviously, Rock Hall. Yeah, it's going to be a great time. I think it's going to be a pretty much locally catered event. So, yeah,
That's awesome.
it's a private event, but I think everyone's invited.
I dig it.
Oh, okay.
That's good, man. You do well in that area, man. You always do well up there.
It does seem to be that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've been tracking. I've been keeping.
They're like, you
track.
coming from La Plata? What the fuck?
I've been tracking you. But no, dude, that's cool, dude. So yeah, what? Happy New Year, man. It's a great way to start off the new show, the new year with the new show. You're playing Tecmo Bowl, going down memory lane of old Nintendo era. I love
Oh,
it.
yeah, man.
Dude, God, I love that stuff, man. So that was cool. We talked about music, talked about how the band's doing, and we set up your shows for this week. Cool.
It's a
So where are we
win-win.
going next week?
But dude, you surprise us, man. It's a new year. We're not going to bully you into a topic, but you come at us with something, man. What about that?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I'll be here.
Wait. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah,
Can't wait
see,
for that.
that's called a fucking tease.
That's right.
All right.
You're a fucking tease. You're fucking teasing us. man.
Right, so you got to tune in next week for Sean in 60 Seconds to see what he's going to come up to start his New Year topics off with.
That's right, man.
A lot of pressure
Yes,
on
sir.
you. That's awesome. Well, dude, Sean from Guitar Gurus, we say thank you. Good night, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you, Guitar Gurus, and Happy New Year.
All right, brother.
All right,
You
dude.
too.
Peace.
Y'all have a great night. Tell Christine I said hi.
Will do.
We got it.
Y'all have a great night.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Peace. There he goes,
There
man.
you go, man. We're just
Love that guy, man.
We're just, getting back in the groove, getting familiar, catching up, But next week, I know it's gonna kick off the year with his awesome topics he brings every week.
Well, during pre-call, he said, "Yeah, I'm playing Tecmo Ball." I was like, "Dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it."
That's right, man.
Hey, man, that's how it rolls on that show. That's why it's called Sean in 60 Seconds. We're
Hey.
not tied to anything. It's wild card, man.
It's his time, man. Just whatever.
Whatever, dude. That's what we're here to do, man. It's
So that was great, man. We got Sean in here. We got David in here. We've started the first show off right.
right, man. Send spoons off out on a high note. It's cool, man. I think we're going to take a break, play a couple messages. Shout out to our paid sponsors, Jesse Wickline, Allied Renovations, Christopher Lane Tattoos, and Cooper Construction.
That's right.
That's awesome. So we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages. It's Guitar Gurus, Southern Maryland's award-winning #1 music talk radio show. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
It's cool. Be right back. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsha, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations can offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior, whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call. Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, 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 Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
What's up? This is Joe Barrick from Sam Grow, and you are listening to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show, baby.
The Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the only guys that would do a live broadcast from Dog Band. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus, the #1 rated show in Southern Maryland. How's that sound, Dan?
That sounds great, man.
That's what we are, man. We won the award. We're award-winning, man.
It still sounds just weird to me.
It's
but
cool, man. I got the paper to prove it.
That's right. Hard work pays off.
Yeah, man.
That's right.
Digging it, dude. Well, the show's flowing tonight, man. Higgy and Sean were awesome. We talked about spoons. We sent them off. They're having a beer bash Friday. They're closing doors on Sunday.
Yep.
We're going to be there Friday to kick off the night at the beer bash. Then we're going to Ape Hangers for David and the Dynamo's acoustic, featuring David Hamner and Jack McNutt. Getting it primed up for the following week's show Friday at Last Drops Inn, where the full band's going to be there with face melting tunes. Going to burn the house down, man. It's going to be awesome, dude. I'm ready, man.
It'll be Saturday.
What? Saturday, Joe?
Last Drop Saturday.
Damn, perfect. We'll promote it, man.
Face melting regardless.
Face melting tones will be required, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. So what do you think, man? You want to do a double?
Let's do the first 2020 double tap.
All right, buddy.
Oh, there it is, man.
Yeah.
The first double tap of the decade. Now, when 2030 hits and we do another double tap, we're going to go, remember that first double tap 10 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah. You think they'll let us drink beer on national radio at that point?
I'm sure, dude.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone will have some type of crutch, a device of language that will entitle us to drink beer on the job.
That's
I'm
right.
I'm sure someone will figure it out by then.
We'll figure it out.
Sure.
We got to start our own. Put a tower up here.
I mean, Ollie's is taking care of us now, so we're technically drinking on the job already.
I love that.
But if we're on doing national radio, see, that involves a different mechanism of employment. Then that's when it gets kind of ugly.
Well, I'll work my contract out when the time comes.
Give me a damn Comrex. I'll be at home, you SOB.
That's right. Yeah, we're not driving into town. We're doing it from right here still.
That's right, man. I got high-speed internet, motherfucker.
Comrex.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Good stuff.
That'd be the dream to live right there, man.
Yeah, man. Who knows, man? One day.
You never know.
Hey, man, we're the stepping stones there, dude. You don't win best show out of nowhere. So.
You gotta aim high and have big dreams, man, and just work hard to go after them.
Yeah, man. So we're cranking along, dude. Speaking of big dreams, we got Christine coming up.
Oh.
Phillip Michael Parsons. They're hitting, man. They're hitting hot. They're playing all over the East Coast. I can't believe they haven't hit national yet. So, but it's coming. They're putting in the hard work. We're going to have him on the show. This is going to be his 4th time on the show. He's pretty much part of the family. He was there in the beginning with us. He was the first big talent to say, hey, man, I'm coming on, man. Let's do this.
That's right.
And he really helped us out with that. So appreciate Christine. Of course, a year ago this time is when he hurt his ankle. And we did our shirt design for him, man. And we did the shirt drive.
That's shirt drive. Trying to raise some money for that old foot of his.
Right, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
That happened. So, man, he's part of the Guru family. So, dude, give me some soothing tones, and I'll get the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system cranking. And we'll get it going on.
All right. Total improv. It's Christine 4-time repeater coming back on the show.
Yeah, repeat offender Christine.
4 times a guest. That's awful. That's why I don't sing.
Yeah.
Hello?
Christine, Dan Harsha, Guitar Gurus. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Dan and Dan?
Oh, dude, we're here, dude. We're doing our thing.
Yeah, what's
Heck
up?
yeah. Good to hear from you guys again.
Hell yeah, man. Happy New Year to you, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Happy New Year. How's y'all's New Year been so far?
So far, it's kicking ass, man.
Yeah, kicking ass, dude. I had to have you on first week of the new year because a year ago this time is when you had that tragic accident, man, and you hurt your ankle.
Dude.
I talked to you in the hospital. I think it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
It was Christmas Eve. I was in at the MedStar in Washington.
Yeah, and I was talking to you on the phone. We did that special episode for you, man. So, dude, you're a part of our family, man. We love you. We're happy to have you as the first featured guest of 2020. So, dude, man, it's awesome.
Yeah, dude,
man.
I love you guys. You guys are done a lot for me. I feel like, what is this, my 4th time on
sir.
here?
Yes, sir.
Dude, I'm honored. And you guys are award-winning now.
I know, man. It's
wow.
crazy, dude.
When did that happen? I didn't know. That's right, man.
Dude, we're humbled, we're flattered. We love Southern Maryland, we love St. Mary's County, and we can't thank them enough for that. It was really awesome, man. And to take out a radio program that's been on for 20 years, man, that's pretty damn
Oh,
cool.
really?
Yeah, that's how long T-Bone and Heather have been at it, 20 years, easily.
Dang, dude.
Right.
That's awesome, guys. I didn't know that they had been winning that award consecutively or even been at it for that long or whatever.
Right, exactly, man.
That's awesome, man.
It was us or them, so.
Right. So, dude,
crazy.
Dude, it's awesome, man. We'll take it.
I mean, you guys work hard. You deserve it.
Speaking of working hard, man, you worked so hard after your accident, you didn't miss a show.
No, I didn't.
That's
I don't know, man.
Up,
It's just. I don't know, man. I committed to something, and my fingers still moved, so I could still play.
There you go, man. I love that.
I love that attitude.
All right, that's a great attitude, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, as long as my fingers are still moving, I'm still going to be playing, even if I'm sitting down. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was still headbanging sitting down. I might have fallen off the chair a time or two.
Yeah,
but
that's rock and roll right
but my
there.
boys helped me up, so it's all good.
That's right. I still fall out of the chair here once in a while, so it's okay. I get it. But, dude, what a great outlook, man. And just keep going and keep going. And that's a good example for a lot of the younger guys coming up, man. If you can get out and do it, and you've got the passion and you've made a commitment, do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not easy. And I know that a lot of people, they see what I post, which is all the good stuff. You know, we did this, we're going here, and we're playing this, but you miss a lot of stuff. You miss birthdays, you miss time with your loved ones, your children, and things like that. And that's all stuff that you don't really put out there because it's, you try to make it as positive as you can on social media, but that stuff is real, and you miss out on a lot of stuff. And I've as many great experiences as I've had this past year and a half, I've missed out on a lot, but I wouldn't trade it. This is what I want to do. So
good, man. I'm glad to hear that. I know it sucks, the other side of that coin, but I think
everything has its ups and downs, positives and negatives. It's just like anything else.
And the people that love you understand that, they will understand you pursuing your passion, your dreams. They're going to be supportive of it.
Yeah. It's a tough thing to do, to kind of drop everything and follow what you really want to do. I know a lot of people have trouble doing that, but I'm doing it now and I don't regret it. So anybody that's thinking about doing it, just do it.
There you go.
I love it, dude. Well, speaking about that aspect of the career, give us a Phillip Michael Parsons update. What's fresh with the band? Any hot news that you want to break here? Where are you playing at? Locations and times, man. This is your time, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so just in the past couple weeks, we played at the Fillmore in Silver Spring, opening up for Jimmy Allen and Sam Grow, which was honor and a privilege. That was probably the biggest show I've ever played. We played at the Fillmore before, but it was acoustic, this time full band, and it was awesome. Yeah, and then we did a New Year's Eve in Florida, Delray Beach, Florida, so that was pretty awesome.
Okay.
And then that's what we have been doing, but the next couple months we're going to be North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Missouri, Kentucky, Indiana. But for the people that are in Maryland, our next Maryland show is February 15th. It's at the Hollywood Casino in Perryville, Maryland. It's a 9 p.m. show. And then on February 29th, we got the one and only Ollie's, and that's a 9 p.m.
All right.
Those are our next two Maryland dates.
Yeah, leap year show.
Yeah, leap year show, man. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's good to have. It's going to be good to have you guys back here in the area after all those great shows.
Yeah, and we're not going to have too many hometown shows this year. I think we have the Ollies, and I think we might have a last drop in St. Mary's. Other than that, there's not much. It's all away. So come to those shows. Don't miss out. It's awesome. We got a solid team now. We got solid band members. It's cohesive. It's not it's not fresh faces every time. You don't want to miss out on those.
Yeah, man.
Well, I guess I had to go down to Ollie's. And
That's
check
right.
it out.
You got
definitely,
you got any support acts for those shows?
So far, well, what we've been doing recently is we've been bringing Erin Parsons with us. That's Phillip's sister. We bring her with us, and we do some songs with her, and she basically, I don't want to say she opens the show, but she plays some songs with us at the beginning, and then Phillip will come on. So we do, some Carrie Underwood and Joan Jett and stuff like that to get the show started. That's kind of our opening thing right now. And that's really cool, too. You don't want to miss that.
I dig
All right.
it. That sounds kind of cool. That's a
Yeah.
different aspect of it.
Well,
It is. It's completely different. Yeah, new songs. Different singer. It's a woman vocalist.
And it gives the band a chance to warm up and get primed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've been warmed up before the show, man.
Well,
You gotta do your thing.
I'm saying you're on stage performing. You need a couple songs to get in the groove.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm saying that's
sure.
the perfect primer. So when Phillip takes the stage, it's his rock and roll. Let's roll.
It's ready. It's go time.
Right.
Yep. And that's how it works. We get to cut out a couple of the filler songs, because we play for 4 hours at a time.
Right.
Most of the time. So you get to cut out some of the filler songs and get to all the bangers.
I dig it.
There you go.
Dig it,
Yep.
man. Well, shit, dude. The world's your ocean right now.
Pretty much, dude. I'm ready to expand. I want to go past Tennessee a little bit, but we'll get there, man. It's a long drive.
I got you. Well, that brings my next question. What's the future looking like for the Phillip Michael Parsons project band that y'all have going on? What's the next step? I mean, you're cranking away. You're doing these shows. I get it. But what's the bigger, you guys are sitting down. You're like, hey, man, what are we going to be at in a year from now, 2 years? You got some big time goals?
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely and since we talked last time, it's a similar thing, but it's getting closer and closer. It seems like we're playing lots of these shows, but we're not coming out with music. We are soon. We have I mentioned the song Love Hate Town, which Phillip posted a acoustic video on his page months ago, but we actually have recorded that song. I recorded a solo on it, which sounds badass. And then we did that with Adam Box from Brothers Osborne down in Nashville. That is going to be our next release. I think we get the final version this coming Sunday, and then it should be released here shortly after.
Right. That's what Phillip was saying when he was on the show in December. So.
Yeah, and we're really the whole thing with Adam Box is he was I think he was kind of maybe testing the waters with artists, and he's really going to start becoming a part of our team now, and which is really, really good for publishing companies. We're going to start working with some more booking companies so we can kind of expand. I know that we just got a new booking company, I think just today. I don't know. That's kind of in the talks right now, but some Indiana kind of stuff in that booking region. So that's cool.
Yeah, man. That's the expansion right there.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not typical that a producer will want to kind of be on your team. They record your music and stuff, but he really wants to be a part of what we do and help with decisions and stuff, and that's super important. I mean, he's in one of the biggest country acts that's out right now.
Right, dude. I saw him on the award show the other time.
That's pretty big, man.
Yeah, he did the halftime show for the Lions game on Thanksgiving too, I believe.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, so we're excited for that. Obviously, every time Phillip talks to him, it's just he's getting more and more excited because he's getting more and more on board with our team that we have already, which we have a pretty good team, but it helps to have someone that records you, and he's in a national country act and things like that. So
it's pretty dope.
That's a good thing, man. I can only
it is
imagine
going to be awesome.
Being excited.
So hopefully the next time, I know you guys are going to be busy for months and months. The next time I talk to you guys, I'll have some more to say about that and give the big update.
I like it. It's a tease.
We love the big updates.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to finally give you guys the big one. I know that we're kind of teasing along here, but there's big things coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to give us the big one either.
All I'm just saying is don't forget a motherfucker. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely not. You guys know me.
Yeah,
I've been around here for years, so.
Right.
Yeah, but you know how it goes. I'll call you. I'll call you up in 2 years. I'll call you and be like, "Who's this?"
I love it,
dude. It's Alden. Like who? I don't know what the fuck that is.
I'll always be on the Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus show for as long as I live. I promise that right now.
Yes.
All right, dude. Then we'll keep making the show.
Yeah, that's it. Dude.
Absolutely.
Damn it, man. Yeah, I'm digging this.
Well, that's great, man. I'm happy to hear all this, man. This makes me happy for you.
Dude, positive news is so awesome. I love it. It's the first show of the year, and yeah, man. Thank you, Chris.
This is the
absolutely.
This is the decade of positivity, man. For me, I mean, I hope everybody's on board with this because it's starting out so positive. I want it to keep going, man. Keep going.
And here we go. I got something, man. Tell me about some new gear, guitars, amps, etc. What do you got cooking in your kitchen?
Yeah. So obviously, the last time that we talked, I was using my TFP guitars from Dave Thompson,
right?
Which I'm still doing that. I love those guitars, man, and I honestly don't want to switch my guitars up from those. They're incredible. I can't ask for a better guitar, but amp-wise, I'm not sure if I mentioned that I'm using the Hughes and Kettner Tubemeister now. Last time I was on the show, I'm not sure if I had that yet.
Nope.
Wow.
That's new.
Yeah, I'm using this little 18 watt. It's got like a what's that?
New gear alert. New gear alert.
Yeah. Actually, one of my students was like, "I think I got what you need," and I was like, "Okay." So he brought in this Hughes and Kettner. It's a 12-inch speaker and then like an 18 watt head, and dude, it's freaking awesome.
Oh, dude.
I love it.
Those things are badass. Alex Lifeson was using those on the last few Rush tours.
What? Okay. Now I know I'm doing the right thing.
They are awesome.
That's awesome.
They are awesome.
Yeah. Dig it, dude. Dig it.
But the thing that's cool about that, I've never used an effects loop before, so I started using the effects loop with that, and I'm about to buy a new pedal board. It's one of the Friedman 1530 pedal boards.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind of revamp my setup. I don't really have any new pedals per se, but I'm going to kind of downsize. I got like the biggest pedal board train that you could buy because when I was younger, I was like, well, go big or go home, you know? So I got that, and now I'm lugging that around wherever I'm going, and it's a little bit annoying now, so I'm going to downsize.
There you go.
I love it. The gung-ho energy of the beginning of the gear collection. I want the biggest one available now.
Yeah, I need everything.
Yeah.
Then you get older.
But now
I'm
it's
not
like
carrying this shit no more.
But as you keep getting more gear, and I know that Dan Harsha has a crap ton of gear, as you keep getting more, you start gravitating obviously towards certain things.
Right.
So I'm starting to figure it out. I obviously play a shit ton of gigs, so.
Right.
I'm getting the hang of it and what I like and what I need and what I don't need. It's really what I need and don't need because I have a lot of stuff that I just have because I can have it there because I have the room, but don't necessarily need it.
So let me ask you this: so you've been gigging out, grinding it out. What would you tell someone to expect for gear maintenance on the road? What kind of hassles have you ran into with your gear? What have you had to do? What kind of advice would you give someone that's about to hit the road with spare screws? You know, talk to us real quick about that part.
One of the main things is always have extra strings. That's number one. Because always have an extra guitar. You might always think you need an extra guitar, but you don't want to have to change a string in the middle of a show when your show is supposed to just be kind of continuous thing. So always have an extra pack of strings. One thing that I do is I change my strings every weekend, but I have the Dunlop string cleaner, and I'll use that, before or after every show, and you can visibly see all the dirt that you're putting on that thing, and it really helps give life to the strings again. And I use the NYXL, the Dario string. So that's number one, extra strings and clean the strings before and after the show. I would say another thing is that the new amp that I have, it actually tells you when your tubes are going bad. So it says this one is out, or all of them are out. That's kind of a game changer, because with I was using a Blues Junior. It doesn't have that feature. The only way that your tubes are going out is when your tone is terrible. So you might want to try to. I know that vintage gear is awesome, but some of the modern stuff where it's like telling you, okay, this is happening, it really, really helps, because you don't always have an extra tube, and if you need one, it tells you. So.
Well, do you carry extra tubes with you?
I do have some extra ones. I can kind of thank Dave for that. Dave kind of cracks the whip on me. He's like, dude, you need to get a bag of goodies and like have extra tubes and all that stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have everything that I could potentially need in a crisis situation, because in reality I would want a backup amp too if something happened, but you can't bring everything on the road with you. But it's good to have. I do have a bag of goodies, and I have most of the things that I need in there.
I got you. Well, do y'all play through a sound system, or do you bring a PA with you?
The only time that we ever actually run our own sound, or like have someone bring a PA, is usually in Southern Maryland. All the other places we play, they have sound guys, and we know each other by name now because we play a lot of the same places multiple times. So that helps, not having to run your own sound, for sure.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
That's one thing off your shoulders.
Hey, man, you got to get a direct in, man. So if your amp does go out, you need to have like a backup board or something. Yeah,
like a small like Helix or like an Axe Effects type thing. That would be a good idea for a backup. The problem is I'm scared that if I got that and then I brought it with me, I'd only use that because it's so easy. And I love my pedals and my tube amps, you know what I mean?
Right.
All right. Well,
yeah, I get it.
That's called being a pro, brother.
No.
It's a coaching moment here on the Guitar Guru Show. Just got to have a reliable backup, because you never know when the oh shit thing happens, man.
Oh, trust me, I've had some oh shits. I've had plenty of oh shits. Mainly it's when my strings break. That's my oh shit. I play super hard and aggressively because I can't explain it. That's just how I play. But
right.
So I break a lot of strings. That's my oh shit. But when my amp shits out, that's when I start sweating.
Oh, yeah.
Or like one of my pedals comes unplugged or something, and I'm like, oh god, then you gotta like figure out which one it is. That's another reason why I want to downsize, so I don't have to worry about, if one pedal comes unplugged, I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I have like 13 pedals that I need to figure out, so keep it simple.
Right, yep. Keep it simple, stupid. That's called the KISS term.
Well, yeah. This 2020, we leave the stupid out of it. We just say keep it simple.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to
2020
upset
is the year of
anybody.
positivity, dude.
That's right. That's right.
Sorry. Good call.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Right. Good deal, dude. Hey,
yeah.
What's the worst thing that's happened to you traveling on the road?
Besides breaking my foot.
Yeah, besides that, like just an incident. Have you had any incidents on the road?
One thing. I'm kind of curious as to what you guys think might be a bad one. What would you think would be a bad situation?
Blow a tire. You're on the side of the road.
Did you hear Joe Barrick's interview?
Yeah, right.
That would be.
I know I missed that one.
That
what
would
happened?
be a bad one.
Hey, he shit himself.
He shit himself at a fucking truck stop, and the water wasn't working.
I have a story about that. I have a shitting yourself story, but it wasn't me, so I'm not going to put that person out there if they don't want me to. But one of us has definitely shit our pants on the road. And it wasn't a crisis for me.
Now, was the water working where you were? Because
it was more of like we had Taco Bell twice in one day, and we couldn't make it to the bathroom in time.
Nice.
The first mistake was Taco Bell twice.
That's all you had to say.
The second mistake was not making it to the shitter quick enough.
So, if you didn't pack enough emergency gear, do you pack enough drawers when you travel?
I do. I personally do. Because I'm not gonna shit myself and not have an extra pair of drawers to change into. You know what I mean? That's bad news.
That is bad news.
I'm not really trying to spend money on underwear when I'm out on the road. I gotta buy like food, like
Right.
essentials, not underwear. I got that stuff at home. So always pack enough undies.
Right.
Good man.
Are y'all traveling in a bus or a van? How's that working?
It's a van. We just recently got a trailer though, so we used to take out the back bench and then put all the equipment in there. But one of us, because we sleep in the van, we don't have money for hotels and stuff, so one of us would have to sleep in the passenger seat. So we got a trailer and we put that back bench in there. So now all four of us have a little bench to sleep on if need be. We don't always sleep in the van, but like, because we just did like a run to Florida, we're not going to sleep in the van all week. We got like Airbnbs and hotels and stuff. So
Yeah, and you go to Planet Fitness for your showers.
absolutely.
Smart.
I love that.
That's
Very smart.
that's rule number one. Planet Fitness Black Card membership. Dude, it's 24 hours. Sometimes we'll go in there after a show at like 2:30 in the morning and get like massages from like the hydro massage chairs. Dude.
Right, and no
It's
one's
awesome.
in there.
Wow.
And no one's in there. Dude, sometimes there's not even workers in there and they have a sign that's just like, make sure you sign your name and put your phone number down. And we're like, okay, whatever. We just walk in.
I love it. That's a smart investment, man.
Yeah, that's good stuff,
Yeah,
man.
but if you want to know a terrible story that happened to me, I would probably say, I laughed at when somebody shit their pants. If it happened to me, it would be a terrible story.
Right.
But recently, we went to, I think we got like new tires at Walmart or something.
Sure.
I don't know what the hell they did, but we are literally, every time we get gas, we're filling up the tires as well. It's like ridiculous. So that's kind of like the thing right now. I think one of them had a nail in them, but the other one is still screwing up. I don't know, man. It's pretty annoying. Dude,
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I will say that it's not my vehicle,
All right.
per se.
All right, that's good.
But hey, man, Walmart does a lot of things good. I guess they just don't do tires well.
No, or oil changes.
They have good prices.
Well, I mean, the durable goods is a different story. We're talking the tire
This
business.
turned into an ad for Walmart.
Hey, man.
They do a lot of things good. Just not tires.
Right. Well, dude, you get to go back to the person that owns the van and just go, come on, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
Dude, you know what you do next time you're at the stop getting fuel and they're messing with the tires? Go up to them and get your phone, take a video, go, come on, man.
Send it to the gurus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they send it to us. We'll play it. It'll be
Yeah,
awesome.
fucking right, we'll play it.
Oh, heck yeah, that's
Come
awesome.
on, dude. Don't forget. 'Cause that would be funny, man.
That is.
All right, dude. Before we let you go, man, any other things you want to talk about? Original songs? Any other things planned? How many songs have y'all written? Any kind of access you want to give us?
Yeah, I mean, we have that one song. We have two others one's called Right Where We Left Off. That was a song that was originally written for Lady Antebellum, but got put on hold for them, so we actually cut it.
Sure.
And then we have another song called Born This Way, which is still just kind of in its acoustic stages. But for all the original songs that we have, we're now running like in-ear tracks. So it's not just like your typical all just guitar, bass, and drums with the vocals. We have the whole shebang in it, which is really cool. I've never done that before. So that's another reason why you don't want to miss out, is because we're starting to do more of that kind of thing. Having extra guitars. I'm only one guy, and at this point, I don't really want to get someone else. Kind of a money thing, and
Sure.
it's hard to get solid people. So I've been kind of being my own rhythm guitar player, which is cool, because I know that I'm not going to screw it up.
There it is, man. Keep it small, keep it all,
Right.
The more mouths to feed, the harder you got to work.
Well, what
This is true. And then we got to get a bigger van, because we only got 4 benches, man. So.
Right, exactly.
That's good stuff.
But yeah, other than the new music, we're already booked up until probably April. I've only really looked that far. We got like at least 3 shows a weekend. It's gonna be a busy year between me teaching, spending time with my son, practicing after my lessons, and then going out on the road. I'm staying busy, man.
I bet, man. I bet.
Good, man.
Cool.
Life is moving by quickly.
Yeah, it moves very quickly.
Very quickly. Wow.
Yep.
Dude. Well, cool, dude. We got one more question for you, then we'll let you loose. It's our signature question, but we're going to take a different take since it's your 4th time on.
Yeah.
And we're going to make
Hall
it a
of
fun.
Fame.
Yeah. We're going to make this one a fun one, an easy one. We'll call it best guitar, worst guitar. Answer in any order you like, but you got to answer both.
Gotcha.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to go with the worst guitar. And
Sure.
I'm not saying that this is the worst guitar I've ever played, because obviously you can go pick up a 3/4 size Squire, and that's pretty shitty, right? So I'm going to make it one of my own that I have, but it's a good guitar. But for me, at the age of 14, it was probably a terrible decision. It's a LTD MH100, a quilted maple top, but it has a Floyd Rose. So me at the age of 14, I don't know like what the hell I'm doing. And I don't know how to change the strings on a Floyd Rose, and I don't know, how to keep it in tune or like detune or anything. So that one just sits in the corner. I'd say that out of the guitars that I own, that's probably the worst one, and that's really not a bad guitar.
Okay.
So, but for my best guitar, I'm gonna have to give a shout out to Dave with his TFP. I was partial to one guitar, which had an active Seymour Duncan in it, but now I've kind of adjusted some settings on my board, and he has this hand wound single coil guitar that is just screaming for me. So I gotta give the shout out to TFP on the best guitar.
Love it, dude. Dave Thompson.
Yep.
Great.
Good deal, dude. Well, Christine, man, awesome interview tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. Some great news, everything good in your world, and we look forward to checking back in with you soon, man. But I don't have anything else. Alvin, you got anything else, man?
Yeah, I got one more thing.
Sure.
And I got to do this because all the times last year that I said I would, I didn't do it.
Okay.
Because Sean always says, hey, say hey for me. And we never fucking do it.
Yeah.
So Sean Kirkpatrick says, hey, tell Christine I said, hey, what's up?
Yeah. I love Sean.
I got to make sure I do that because every time we like, yeah, well, we got you.
We got you.
And then
we never do it.
we get our featured guest on, we're like, we always forget.
Yeah. Good
Oh, it's
call.
all good, man.
So that's all I got for you, man, other than we appreciate all the support. We look forward to what you've got going on in the future, and we can't wait to talk again. I can't wait to see you again, man. It's been a while.
Right.
Yeah, dude. I want to come see the Dynamos. You guys got Jack in the mix now. He's obviously, me and Jack used to have an acoustic duo together like 2 years ago. So he's one of my good friends.
Yeah, I'm hearing some stories here. I'm really digging.
Congrats on that.
I'm digging the vibe with Jack. Me and him are gelling really well.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Sweet, dude. Well, dude, Christine, dude, from Guitar Gurus, man, we say thank you and good night.
Thank you, guys. Good night to you.
All right, buddy.
All right, man. Peace.
Have a good one, guys. See ya.
Man.
Yep.
Good night.
There we go.
There he goes, man. Christine, Phillip
That's
Michael
it, man.
Parsons. Dude, they're blowing up, man.
Yeah, man, they're working hard and
Yeah, on the road, Planet
paying
Fitness.
off. Yeah.
Dude, not sleeping in the hotel, sleeping in the van.
Yeah.
Dude, everybody thinks I'm gonna be in a van.
That's the road life. They're living the road life,
The road
man.
life's rough, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Rough. Everybody wants the glam and the glory. They don't understand.
But you got to put all that crap in before you get to it, and you're not guaranteed to get to it.
right. That's the shitty part, man.
You can look back when you're 40, 45, 50 years old and go, man, I didn't make it, but hell, I wouldn't trade in that for the world.
Right.
You know?
That's why I just love the technology of like how you can actually just at home legitimately produce music with today's technology if you have the cash to put into it, you know?
Yeah.
And if in like any hobby, you know,
Right.
put a little into it, you can really do some cool stuff at home.
Sure
And
can.
And And I just like hearing about stuff like that. That's why the show's kind of cool, hearing all these local guys, because they're doing that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Putting out songs. It's cool, man.
Yeah.
So you never had that before. So, it's a good time, man. I dig it. And our scene's happening. There's shows all over the place this weekend. It's nuts, man.
Oh, it's all the time. It didn't, like wintertime didn't even slow down the holiday. I mean, nothing.
Nothing, dude.
Here we go.
Dude, it's insane, man. And that's just a sampler. That's not even a full schedule.
Now, here we are. It's January, and there's already just, this month already has just a plethora of amazing shows.
A plethora.
Plethora. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a thesaurus for Christmas.
Yeah. Good man.
Yeah.
Good man. All right, dude, I think we're going to transition into the Island Music Guitar of the Week. And this week's guitar, oh, wow, dude. It's the Fender Ventura 60s Jaguar, man.
Sexy.
Dude, what an awesome guitar. You saw the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you think of that thing, man?
Like I said, sexy.
Well, it played sexy, too, man. So we're capturing the vibe of the vintage Jaguars. If you want the vintage Jaguar experience, you'll be impressed with the Fender Ventura 60s Jaguar solid body electric guitar. It delivers a period-correct playing experience from the mid-60s C-neck profile and a 7 1/4-inch fretboard radius to a pair of snarling single-coil pickups. The tone is confrontational and sometimes rude, exactly how a Jaguar should sound. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And with its iconic rhythm and lead tone circuits, the classic tone cut slider, you'll get an impressive sonic range to explore. It's kind of awesome too, dude. I dialed it into the Marshall, and we had a hoot here with it.
Oh yeah.
Complete with the floating vibrato and vintage style bridge, which I really dug. The Fender Ventura 60s Jaguar puts classic Jaguar vibe in your hands, dude. Let me just say, go to the store, check it out, play it, and give it some time. The bridge is a little unforgiving sometimes. You can't aggressively play it like I would tell Christine past. You got to treat her right, and it'll treat you right.
It's you can't. It's more finesse than aggressiveness.
Right.
Okay.
That's how those old vintage bridges work.
All right.
But if you can get past that, you got something special. If you saw in the pictures, man, it's got a Poe Faro fretboard. Mm-hmm. Dude, did you like how that grain had that little curve to it? It was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
man. That's good. So check out the vintage pickup design for a timeless Jaguar tone. Fender designed the single coil pickups in the Ventura 60s Jaguar to be period as correct as possible. The sound is chiming and aggressive, perfect for when you're looking for anything besides subtle. Need to cut through the mix even more? You can engage the Jaguar's bass cut switch to cut the lows and focus your mids and highs. And that'll get your snuff right in there. Just like a Jaguar, just like a Prey. Wow. It gets in there, dude. That's what I like, dude. It was awesome. It's a playable mid-60s C-neck with vintage frets. The 60s Jaguar is a treat to play, largely because of its vintage-style neck profile. Dude, it's real comfortable. I really dug it. I highly suggest people go check it out. Gives you that vintage feel. If you want to know what a vintage Fender neck feels like, you can go pick this thing up and it'll take you right there without being the real neck from that time period, but you can know how it feels.
Nice.
It's pleasantly stout neck, and its increased mad yields an incredible natural feel, as well as an excellent sustain. And guitars that Island Music are enjoying the vintage style frets combined with a 7 1/4-inch fretboard radius. It may just be the feel you've been searching for among the offset offerings from Fender, man. It's pretty cool. Real cool. So here's the features at a glance. You got a classic Jaguar style with golden era design and appointments. Dual single coil pickups to deliver the aggressive chime that Jaguars are known for. Mid-60 C-neck profile and a 7 1/4-inch fretboard radius deliver a period correct feel. It's got the traditional Jaguar control set, which includes a switchable rhythm and lead tone circuits sliders to deactivate and activate each pickup, plus that tone cut slider to sneak you right in the mix.
Yeah, man.
Gotta have that. That's the secret weapon, man. Flip the switch. You know, when people that's where it came from back in the day, of that era. Everybody said you got to flip the switch, and that's how we just say flip the switch, man. Flip the switch, but you never know where it came from. It came from the Jaguar players of those days. They're like, dude, just flip the switch.
Clever.
Sneak right in there. All right, so that's what we're talking about. The floating vibrato tailpiece with vintage style bridge for expressive bends and warbles. Right. So
Yeah.
it's a fun guitar, man. It's a fun guitar. It's an aggressive tone. Depending on what style you're into, man, it's pretty awesome. Highly recommend it for a play.
Awesome.
So next time you're at Island Music and we'll play to Maryland, go in there and say, hey, I want to see the Guitar Gurus, Guitar of the Week, the Fender Ventura 60s Jaguar.
Yeah.
And they'll grab it right for you, man. Just let you check it out.
No doubt.
It's cool, but you can't play it aggressively. You got to show her a little respect, and she'll show it back.
Yeah, you gotta love it, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. So, let's talk tech specs. You want to talk tech specs?
Absolutely, man.
Sure. So let me dial this up.
Yeah, dial up the tech specs on this bad boy.
All right. It's a solid body guitar. The body shape is a Jaguar offset. It's a right-handed, 6 strings, odder body, a gloss polyester finish. The color was ocean turquoise. The neck material was maple. The radius was 7 1/4 inches. The fretboard material is Poe Ferro. It's got white inlay dots for the fret markers. 22 frets. The scale length is 24 inches. It's got a nut width of 1.65 inches. It's a synthetic bone nut too, so it's an upgraded bone. It's not just a plastic nut. It's a synthetic bone, nice nut. It's going to last forever. It's got the Jaguar bridge with vintage style floating tremolo. It's got the vintage style tuners at the top. The neck and bridge pickups are the vintage style Jaguar single coils. It's got the lead volume. The controls are lead volume, lead tone, rhythm lead switch circuit, 2 on-off switches, 3-way tone switch, and then the slider switch. It's all there, man. It's all there. And it comes with a gig bag.
Gig bag.
Yeah, and you can have this baby if you take a guess.
You want me to guess?
Sure. I got it right here.
I know it. I can't see it. $7.99.
Nope, a little bit more than that, buddy.
Little
This
bit
is
more
the
than that.
Ventura series.
Well, that's all I'm paying for it. It's $7.99.
Can't have it.
I haggle everywhere. All right.
You're not gonna haggle.
$11.99.
No, we're talking $1,049.99.
Oh, I went over.
So it's not bad. $1,050. That's what they're running.
Okay.
North American made, made in Mexico model, which is North America.
North American made.
That's something in the instrument world right now. Mexico's stepping up their game.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of Mexican made Fenders hanging on my wall. I
Yeah.
love them, man.
I got a made in Mexico Fender. I get it.
Yeah.
It's North American made. The quality, it's the same thing.
Right. I mean, different electronics and different models. You just got to shop. Find one you like. They
Right.
got the offerings there. You just got to dig. I tell you what, man. I got that Squire Troy Sanders bass. I already know where it's made. I don't care. That's a bad jammer, man.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean,
And it's a Squire, dude. It's all about what you expect. The old days of talking trash are over.
yeah, it's not like that anymore.
Nah, man, but this North American made Fender is awesome. Go check it out. The Fender Ventura 60s Jaguar. The color was awesome. Ocean turquoise. Really nice.
Ocean turquoise.
With the matching headstock. See, that's what's cool.
Yeah.
The matching headstocks. When Fender does that, it's always like, oh, wow, Fender did that on that one.
I saw that. And that's the first thing that, when I saw the pictures, the first thing that popped out at me was that the headstock was in the body color.
Right.
And to me, that just goes, whoa. It
Right.
grabs me.
Right. But
I like
Fender,
that.
That's why Fender does it on certain models to get your attention.
It's a smart move.
Yeah. So hats off to Fender. Hats off to Island Music.
Yeah.
The Guitar of the Week this week was awesome. We appreciate them doing the segment. 2020 starting and cranking, man. I'm digging it.
Digging it.
So Island Music, man. Go check it out. Guitar of the Week.
Yep.
Sweet. Wow. All right, well, we're going to transition in, man. Dude, do you want to do the 2 for Tuesday shout-outs now, or do you want to take a break? Then we'll come back and then do them, and then dial up musical osmosis.
We'll take a break and come back. That way we can run our sponsor spots again.
Sweet. Good deal.
Yeah.
So we'll run some messages. We'll come back, do 2 for Tuesdays. Maybe take a quick break again. Who knows? Didn't do musical osmosis. It's going to be a 4-way call because we got to dial up Odell.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to be a whole thing. This show's awesome. 2020 starting out. Awesome, dude. The energy in here is awesome. The guitar of the week was awesome. Christine's doing awesome. Higgy had his moments. That damn phone of his, but it's awesome. Sean Kirkpatrick, that interview was awesome with him, man. He's always good, man. The show's happening, dude. It's cool.
That's right.
Cool. So we'll take a break. What do you think?
That'd be good.
Cool. It's Guitar Gurus, Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 rated radio program, according to the St. Mary's County Enterprise award-winning program, Southern Maryland Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan. Love it. It's cool, guys. We'll be right back. Yo, Albin, let's talk construction.
All right, Mr. Harsher, what's up?
Our good friends at Allied Renovations and offer the best value when it comes to replacing your home's exterior, whether it be your roof or facade. Did you know that?
How does he do it?
Streamlined operations. Jesse and his team have been part of the roofing community since 2015. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Jesse has some of the deepest roots in our community. Did you know that?
Why does that matter?
Because you don't have to worry about the here today, gone tomorrow contractor schemes that are out there.
Well, you know he's going to be around. That's some great stability.
Yes, it is. So if and when the time comes, your home needs help with its roof or facade, please don't forget to contact Jesse Wickline at Allied Renovations. That number is 301-399-7031. Once again, that number is 301-399-7031. They are waiting for your call.
Tattoos last forever. They're a permanent statement about your personality and style. Do you want to spend the rest of your life with ink that looks like it's been done by some junior apprentice? Or do you want a custom tattoo from Christopher Lane Tattoos? Chris has over 10 years in the biz and uses the best ink and machines in the industry. Check out Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram feed today and you will just see for yourself that he does some of the finest work in the Southern Maryland area. Give him a follow today and you will just marvel over the attention to detail in his work. Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram is your start on a pathway to tattoo bliss. Book your appointment through Christopher Lane Tattoo's Instagram private messaging service for an exclusive bonus that only Guitar Guru listeners are eligible for. Follow Christopher Lane Tattoos on Instagram today. Yo, Albin, let's talk site maintenance solutions with Cooper Construction.
Okay, great. Why are we outside?
I wanted you to see how Cooper Construction's handling my site with the installation of my new septic tank system.
Oh, I'm loving all this heavy equipment I'm seeing.
You need this kind of equipment for this type of work.
You say, do you?
Yeah, man. Cooper Constructions offers complete site solutions for septic tanks and mounds, lot clearing up to 3 acres, and most importantly, stormwater management.
Okay, let me get this straight. Cooper Construction offers site maintenance for lot clearing, septic systems, and stormwater management?
You are correct.
Does Cooper Construction have all the credentials needed for this type of work?
Yes, they do, my friend. Cooper Construction has over 20 years experience in the construction world.
How do we get a hold of them?
That's easy. Just dial 301-683-7766 and ask for a site visit today. Again, that number is 301-683-7766. Give them a call. You can also reach them on the web at buildwithcooper.com. Cooper Construction. From site to site, they will treat you right.
Welcome back to the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show. If you're lucky, you'll see these two on a tandem bicycle riding down 925. We see each other through different eyes.
Oh yeah, we're back from break. It's the Guitar Gurus with Dan and Dan, Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Albin?
Man, this has been great, man. Getting back in the saddle, getting back on the old horse, as they say.
I know, man. I'm just finally back to the final show groove, man, in this last segment around here. So
yeah.
good.
We're getting back to regular form, we started off with the pleasantries and just getting back in it. Oh yeah, back in the groove, and now we're starting to settle into the what we're used to every week, more professional, getting in there, which we got all here to do that. So tonight's been fun to kind of just
man,
let it hang out, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm a little out of form, a little out of character in the beginning.
Yeah,
but
everybody has been. You've heard tonight so far.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. I hope everybody finds it as entertaining as we do.
Hell yeah, man. We do it for fun, man.
Exactly. But let's be pros real quick. Let's be professionals. We got Jesse Wickline to Allied Renovations 2 for Tuesday shout-outs. It's a shout-out to all the fans, to all the listeners and everybody that likes and shares posts, and our personal friends that we've added to the list over the last year that we always going to call out now. So I'm going to turn the mic over to Mr. Albin and let him tear it up and call out these names.
Yeah, we're going to tear it up and call out these names right here on the first 2 for Tuesday shout-out of 2020. Brought to you by Jesse Wickline and Allied Renovations.
Get your house fixed.
That's right. Give them a call. Get your house fixed.
Roof out. Got you covered.
I got some windows.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. Without further ado, everybody, we love you. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to kick it off here with Jesse Wickline, Trish Galliano, Rob Lehman, Sean Kirkpatrick, Jim Kobe, David Higgins, Andrew McSpaden, Hannah Paragoy, Cassidy Greer, Carly Zakutney, Tim Elder, Vinny Barbarino, and Outside the Wire, Dave Barbie, Brian Grumbine, Tyler Brotherton, Nick Katsouros, Tom Mays, Rob Coord, Angie Walker, Mike Stacy, Danny Cage Cruz. We got Linda Wathen, Chuck's Guitar Geekery, J.C. Moore, Crystal Henry, Gunny D, Rick Curl, and Lisa Watts. That's your 2 for Tuesday shout-outs brought to you by Jesse Wickline and Allied Renovations right here on the Southern Maryland Guitar Guru Show.
That was awesome, dude.
Love it.
Dig it.
We'll never stop.
Nope.
That's for you guys.
That's it.
You guys are fucking awesome for just, bam, supporting us. We love you.
Right, and a lot of those names are just on the permanent call sheet because they're loyal fans, loyal listeners. So we're mixing it up this year. We told you that's one of the deals, dude. So
yeah,
the list is going to be long every week, no matter what. We're going to bring it in. But it's cool, dude. So man, the show, dude, housekeeping's done. So we're freestyling in the final moments. Got our second featured guest coming up, Mr. Nick Katsouros from Musical Osmosis. Odell was supposed to join us, but there's actually weather going on in other parts of the area, and he's affected by it. He's doing his thing, so he's not going to be able to make it tonight. So we wish him all well.
Yep.
And we'll try to get him back next time we have Nick and the gang back on. So it'll be cool.
Right.
So, dude, before we get Nick on, anything you want to reflect on before we go further, or how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm good, man. I'm ready to get it on, man.
You ready to?
I'm ready to work.
Do your thing. Do this interview.
Looking forward to having Nick back on here. It was kind of, we've had Nick and Odell on before, like we've said earlier in the show, that this is kind of like our mentor podcast, Musical Osmosis. They've been very good to us, and I just want to preface that before we get them on, just so you guys know with the history between these two shows.
Exactly, man. So Nick Katsouros, I'm going to get him cranking on the Ollie's Bar and Grill soundstage phone system.
Yeah.
Give me some soothing tones again, sir, while I get this going.
Okay, it's the Ollie's Bar and Grill phone soundstage system, which I always say backwards, but it's going to ring real soon.
Yep, there it is, dude. It's locking in the signal.
It's soothing. It's very soothing.
Right.
All right, yeah.
Here we go. Come on.
Hello.
Hey, Nick, it's Dan from Guitar Gurus. You want to go on the air?
Yes, I do, fine sir.
Yeah, man, your signal's loud and clear, dude. We got you in the studio. Your mic's lit. Mr. Albin's here with me. Mr. Albin, say hi to Nick Katsouros.
Happy New Year, Mr. Nick. How are you, buddy?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm happy to be here on, is this your first episode of the decade, or have you done one already this year?
Nope, you're on the first one with us, buddy.
Yep.
I am so proud to be breaking ground on the first Guitar Gurus of 2020.
Yeah, man. But dude, you're our mentor in this whole island of podcasting, so we wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, the students have surpassed the master.
Nah, man. we're happy where we're at, brother. But we got a lot of things going on. We actually we're an award-winning show now. It's kind of cool.
Oh, did you win that award? I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, it came down right before we broke for New Year. We announced it. The paper printed and print, and we're there, dude. We got it.
Right on, man. I mean, you guys definitely deserve the success. So I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, dude. And we're looking forward to 2020 and all the stuff planned, man, from all the shows we got coming up, and then our appearance at Rocktoberfest. Again, it's going to be awesome, dude.
Yeah, maybe I'll make it out to Maryland for that one.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
It would be a good one to make.
Man. Yeah, man. You travel a lot. Just working in the schedule.
I do. All right, well, hey, we're talking about you. We're supposed to be talking about me. Don't you know everything's about me? When do we start talking about me?
Right now.
Right now. So let's.
All right, let me have
it. All right, dude. Here we go. So we're unfortunately we're missing Odell tonight. He's got his things going on. I get it. No big deal. We'll get him next time if this comes up. All right.
Fair enough.
Cool. All right. Let's recap. Musical Osmosis, the future since the last time you were on the show. What's going on?
Well, since the last time I've been on the show, we have launched our Musical Osmosis website, which I'm sure you know. Yep. I have shut down Tin Can Media, which I was hosting a lot of different podcasters, and I was also doing a couple different podcasts myself. I've decided to streamline everything, just do the music show since that's where my roots are. We now do video interviews, band reviews, along with the podcast that's about to hit episode 100 next week.
Wow.
Congratulations on 100, man.
Thank you, man. It's been a long time coming. If we can make it to 108, it'll be my longest running podcast.
Nice.
All right, you will.
Well, nice. You will, man. Can't stop now.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. We've got a good chemistry, me and Odell. I don't think I would have lasted this long with anyone else.
That's how I feel with Mr. Alban, man.
Yeah.
That's how it works, man.
Yeah, because I've hosted shows with other people, and me and Odell have a really good chemistry and a really good working relationship. I've been very lucky.
We wish you more continued success, man.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, dude. Well, who do you got planning to come on the show this year? How big a name you got coming on? Because you always got someone cool stepping on the microphone.
First, let me say that this is going to be the first time I've told anyone this. This is the exclusive. Yes. The only people who know are my wife/producer, me, and Odell.
Sweet.
It's not a big name to the average Joe, but it's a big name in my community, which is the punk community. The 100th episode is having Kevin Seconds from 7 Seconds.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
And that means absolutely nothing to you guys, but it's somebody I've been wanting to get on the show forever.
Right.
Well, I know that's got to be a good feeling when that's somebody you want and they're coming on.
Right.
I mean, that shows you working
Yeah, the
hard.
timing was perfect because I've had all my punk heroes on the show, or they've said no. There's been a couple people, like I've never been able to get a hold of Mike Muir from Suicidal, Milo from Descendants. They declined. But all my heroes from the punk world, Joe from Dead Milkmen.
Nice.
Who else? MDC, Dave Dick there from MDC, Charlie Hopper, of course, Al Piss, Larry from Pegboy. Like, all the guys I wanted to have on the shows and girls from back then, I've done. Luckily, though, 7 Seconds broke up, and they didn't have any press contacts. But Kevin Seconds has a solo career now, and now he has a press agent for that. And it was just good timing. I was able to get a hold of someone finally and get Kevin on the show.
That's real cool.
Perseverance, my friend.
Yep, absolutely, man. And I mean, this past year, we've had Fred Snyder from B-52s, Anita Sparks from L7, Scott Hill from Fu Manchu. We've had a lot of good people in the music world this year.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, man, it's insane.
Oh, you were on a show with me with Steve Whiteman from Kicks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I stepped behind them. I got on that show. That's awesome. Remember that.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've had a lot of great people. And like I said, we've launched the site, doing band reviews. I'm going to do some video interviews. The 100th episode is actually going to be our last episode for January. Then me and my wife, Dee, the lovely Dee, the producer, and my friend April are performing in a play at New York Winterfest in mid-February. We'll be out there for 9 days performing in Katie McKell's The Circle of Eyes. It's just great musical. She wrote it and she directs it and stars in it. So I'll do some interviews when I'm in New York with some of the bands I know out there. And then we'll be back full swing with Odell will be back in March. So me and Odell did a 100th episode next week. I'll go to New York for 9 days and do some recording between the play. And then we'll come back in March with Odell.
Gotcha.
Busy man.
Yeah, man, real busy. And speaking of videos, last time we spoke, we talked about the documentary of the music scene. What's the status update on that?
All right, so here's what happened. I went way over budget, as these things tend to do. Maybe you guys can give me some advice on this too, because you guys were a part of this documentary as well.
Right.
I came out there with my daughter. I stayed in Baltimore for a month, did a lot of recording, got some great interviews with a lot of the bands from those days. I was supposed to get on to the Wilmer's property because I know somebody who's related to the Wilmer's people.
Right.
And it just never happened. And then somebody else was supposed to help me who does photography and take some aerial footage. Well, the person who was supposed to help me and was supposed to be one of the integral people in the interviewing process, when I was on my way there, I called them and they were like, "Oh, dude, I moved to Wisconsin. Can we just Skype an interview?" And then a couple other people I was supposed to meet up with wanted me to Skype interviews with them. So I got a little bit pissed off and was like, well, why did I spend all this money coming out here for a month? Why didn't I just stay home and Skype interviews with everybody?
Wow.
And me being a perfectionist, now I'm in this place. Do I work on this documentary all summer and put it out as is and do a couple of Skype interviews, even though I think it's going to be subpar to my creative vision? Or do I just scrap the whole thing because I can't do it the way I want? But I think the story needs to be told, so I might have to compromise a little bit on my creative vision and do some Skype interviews and edit them in.
I gotcha. That'll be fine. People won't matter. People will like it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like you're doing a documentary. You should be in different locations. And just, I always thought Skype interviews were really cheesy when it comes to documentaries.
I gotcha.
Yeah, but it won't be completely Skype interviews, just some.
Yeah, I know. But then, once again, I could have just stayed home and did Skype interviews.
But you didn't. You got some great footage. You were here in my studio. Not everybody gets to come to the studio.
That's right.
So, use the footage.
We got to hang out, man. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got a wedding I got to go to in June on the Eastern Shore, and I have to make a trek up to Chicago for a few days. But besides that, in the New York trip next month, I'm going to probably be home all summer. And I'm thinking I might just put the whole documentary together then. If at the very least, to get that and all the footage I have of the bands and all the interviews all together and make a YouTube video, at the very least, if I can't make it an actual professional documentary. I don't want to just sit on this footage.
Right. We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, you put a lot into it.
But if it's going to happen, you'll see something from it this summer.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Or maybe in 10 years. Who knows?
Well, keep us updated. How's that?
Oh, I'm a shameless self-promoter. You know I will.
Right. So, all right. So what's the future for Musical Osmosis? What do you got planned?
Well, we're going to change the format up a bit. As you know, I've been working with William Sanderson, doing some PR work and running the social media for almost 2 years. However, that's winding down, and he's going to probably go back into full retirement by April. Okay. So I'm going to probably not be working with that project anymore. And I know all these people that are comedians and actors and so forth from my other shows, John Lear and George Basil and Deborah Lamb, just all these great people, intriguing, compelling people. But I could never fit them in on the music show. But I don't want to never be on air with them again. So I might make a little segment where I talk to actors and comedians and see how music influenced their careers.
Sure.
That's a great idea.
And I want to get more local bands on, too. I'm always having kids, just real local bands that only play in their neighborhoods and stuff, sending me stuff, asking me to be on, and I've just never had the format for it. So me and Odell are working to maybe cut our main interviews back from 50 minutes to 30 minutes, and then maybe do 15 minutes with an actor or comedian, and then maybe do 15 or 20 minutes with a local band, just to help the next people behind me.
Yeah,
That's right, man.
I can see that.
That's our responsibility, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's at least why I do it, because I can't go out touring anymore and do music professionally. I mean, I can't do it in this area because there's not really a punk scene, and I can't tour with my responsibilities. You know, I got to keep the lights on. So I want to give something back to the community that's given me so much. So the way I can do that is through the show. That's what I'm going to work towards.
There you go.
Well, perfect.
Well, that's
man.
great, man. I like that idea, man.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys do different segments. I'm on a segment right now. We've always just kind of maybe did about 10 minutes of music news, got the guest in, and then ended the show. And I think it's time to switch the format up and add a little bit more depth to it.
Yeah, add some conversation.
Yeah,
with different people. I mean, our funnest shows, I think, are the ones we do when we'll do like a 2-hour episode with multiple guests. I always like doing those, especially like we'll have like an opera singer on and then like a punk singer. And that keeps it interesting for me. I don't like talking to the same types of acts all the time because I just don't think the audience just wants to tune in. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who just want to tune in and hear punk bands, but I'll have on rap groups and, like I said, opera singers. I try to get someone from every segment I can find of the music world.
Oh, I get it. It keeps it fresh, keeps it exciting.
Yeah, and I learned something. And you can't get bored when you're learning.
No.
Unless you're learning math. Then you're falling asleep.
Yeah, that's boring.
Outside of math, you can't get bored while you're learning.
I don't even bother. It's so boring.
Yeah.
So that's awesome, man. So all the family's doing good?
Yeah, I mean, everything's good here at home base. Everything's kind of hectic in the country and on the world stage now. I'm trying to focus on happy things. I just did a random tin can interview with a fashion designer named Bobby Love. And he does a lot of work with the Morgans, which is Gary Morgan, Bonnie Morgan, and Molly Morgan. They're actors. Right. And I just did another interview with him. We did one earlier last year, and he transcribed the interview and put it in a magazine spread he did. And we just did one the other day. I posted that's going to be in a magazine that's coming out in April.
Gnarly.
Yep, so I'm doing little projects here or there. But honestly, 2020, I usually go into every year with a laundry list of creative projects I want to accomplish. Big, giant projects. This year, I'm just kind of like, hey, going to do this play. I did that interview, the first week of the year. But going to do this play, going to do this 100th episode. And I don't have a whole lot planned. This is probably the least amount of stuff I have going into a new year planned.
Well, you got the summer and the footage. That's a lot of footage to go through if you're really going to go through it.
Oh, yeah. I'm meticulous, so I'll be sitting there for hours trying to get it perfect.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, I think you've been so busy for so long, you just don't think it's busy anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I feel like I've conquered all my kingdoms and slain all my dragons. I mean, I'm interested in talking to new groups. I stuck something on Facebook the other day. I have a lot of musicians from all over the world on my page. And I was like, hey, I need some new bands to talk to. Who should I be listening to? And it's good because if it wasn't for Musical Osmosis, I'd probably still be listening to like the same 9 punk albums I've been listening to for 10 years.
Right. I get that.
But I mean, so it turns me on to new stuff, and I'm excited to talk to new bands. But as far as, I want to talk to Alice Cooper and I want to talk to Mike Mirror. Outside of that, I don't have any huge hits. I've talked to everybody from Jamie Farr to Margot Kidder to Dead Milkman. I mean, I've pretty much talked to every intriguing person. I've talked to scientists. I talked to a guy who was building a time machine. I mean, I've talked to like every kind of person you can think of. I'm about to hit 500 episodes. I think I'm 40 episodes away from hitting my 500th podcast between all the different shows.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty
So you
awesome.
can imagine, I've interviewed at least 300 or 400 people.
I know you have.
500 episodes.
And you were gracious enough to ask one of your guests a question of mine when you had him on. And
who was that? Was that Steve?
No, that was Curtis Armstrong.
Oh, yeah, from Revenge of the Nerds and Supernatural. Yeah, I forgot about that.
My question was the We've Got Bush ad-libbed or was it in the script? And you read that for him, and he went, it was totally in the script, and I went, oh.
Yeah, from what I hear, that set didn't leave a lot of room for ad-libbing and improvising and anything like that. It was a pretty straightforward environment there.
Right, but that was.
But that's what I mean, man. I've talked to so many people, and I knew Curtis through all the King of the Nerd kids. I'm friends with some of those kids from that TBS reality show.
Oh wow! Okay.
Wow. So that's kind of how that came about.
Yeah, you've been very fortunate with your interviews over the years, and good for you, man. That's just amazing.
Well, here's the illusion. Are you ready for the snow globe illusion?
If you want to share,
for every one Curtis Armstrong or Margot Kidder I get on the show, I get 500 fucking rejection letters. Right. I just look like I'm doing something because I'm a machine that never stops networking.
Well, that
I won't say 500. I probably get, for every big get I probably get 60 or 70 rejections or no answers.
Sure.
Right.
Hit some brick walls, dead ends, but, it's worth it, though.
Yeah. As a guy who grew up in call centers, that was my bread and butter growing up. I know it's a numbers game, dude, so I just keep sending out emails until I get the right people. And hey, look. William Sanderson, it took me a year to get him on the show. The first time I wrote him, they were like, well, he's busy right now. Try back. I tried back. And then the third time was the charm. But it took me a year. And, I've cultivated a real friendship and working relationship out of that. Yeah, so there's a lot to be said for perseverance.
Right. There is, because what William told me and Dan that night in Baltimore was, any friend of Nick's is a friend of mine.
Right.
So that says a lot about how much you've done and how hard you work to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I know like I said, he was sincere about that.
Right.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. A person from his generation, that means that's like a real high respect.
Yeah. So you've done well.
Yeah, I've been in his home and we've broken bread together, dude, and had real conversations. So we're pals now. And I feel very lucky for that relationship and just be able to sit and bask in his wisdom.
Right.
And he's accomplished so much in his life. And to think he's living in Harrisburg in a house that looks like my grandparents' house and not out there like rolling around in fancy cars and trying to show off. That speaks volumes to his character.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, he can probably go around town unnoticed.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Well, good. You've worked very hard, and I like that. I like what you're saying about, hey, you get 60 rejections, but if you persevere, may take a year to get who you want to get, but you don't stop trying. You just keep trying. Not in a stalker way, but in a hey, I just want to get an interview kind of way with some of these folks. And
most people don't mind, dude. I had the wrestler Raven on my show because he has a podcast that I really like. And I wrote him. Actually, I met him because I was trying to sell some comic books for him to a friend of mine who owns a comic book shop. And I had reached out to him for an interview. And he's like, well, do you know anybody? I've got this huge collection. That's kind of how we started our relationship. And then after that deal wasn't able to go through, he's like, all right, well, stay in touch. I don't really want to do anything now. And the first question I asked him after a year and a half of writing him like once a month, hey, man, are you ready to strangle me? Or are you just coming on the show so I'll shut up? And he's like, no, you were very gracious. You were very cool. I came on because you just didn't give up, but you weren't nasty about it. You're like, totally cool, man. I'll check back in a few weeks. I'll check back in a couple months. And people respect that.
Yeah, that's good.
Only people got mad at me was William Shatner's people. I wrote them for about 4 years straight, and they were finally like, dude, you got to leave us alone. It's never happening.
Wow.
But besides Shatner's people, and they actually went as far to say, Shatner doesn't do shows with an audience as small as yours. It's never going to happen. Leave us alone, basically. But outside of that, I've never really gotten a nasty rejection from anyone.
Wow.
Damn. Well, and he probably doesn't even know about that one. They just made that decision without him knowing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. That dude gets paid to keep people like me away from people like him. Right. So, absolutely, I don't hold Shatner accountable.
No, but that would be a cool job. I would love to get paid to keep people like you away from people like other people.
Yeah, that's their gig, dude. And I mean, I was trying everything. I was like, this is going to be our last episode of this thing. Can you just call in for 10 minutes and say, hey, I was never going to call into your show, but goodbye to Kettle of Fish, like stuff like that, dude. And it was just a no-go. So they won after 4 years. I finally gave up.
Wow.
But it pays off a lot of time. It's like 50-50. If you get an initial no, but it's not a hard no, like they'll never do this. If it's just like, well, they're kind of busy now, blah, blah, blah. I'd say if I keep at it, pays off about half the time. And this is always people who are pretty well known. I mean, I won't do it for somebody. If it's somebody I'm not super stoked to get on the show, I'm just find mildly interesting.
Yeah.
Then I won't waste the time and energy. But if it's somebody like Raven, who I really wanted to talk to a pro wrestler, or William, because I had been a fan of his work for so long, I'll keep at it. It's worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Wow. Well, cool, dude. Well, dude, we got one more question for you, man, and it's our signature question, but we're doing a different take on it for our unique kind of relationship. We're gonna call it Best Podcast, Worst Podcast. Answer in any order you like, but you got to answer both. So, out of all the podcasting, listening you've done in your life, what's the best one and what's the worst one, man?
Oh, I see. I was thinking this was just for the music show. If you're going to say in my life, that changes the equation a little bit.
Yes, curveball.
I think if we're talking any podcast I've done and one I've hosted, I would have to probably say the Margot Kidder one, just because I was such a fan of her work and she is such an icon in many communities. And she was lovely to talk to, and I was one of the last interviews she did before she passed away. And I got to know her a little bit on a personal level. I talked to her one-on-one on the phone and stuff like that. So that'll always hold a special place in my heart. The Danita Sparks one from L7 we did with Odell was always memorable. Done a couple of my old Ignorance Equation shows. Mayor of, where is he? In Pennsylvania, Braddock, Pennsylvania, Fetterman. That's a guy I was wanting to get on the show forever. It was a great episode. My first episode with Chris Titus. He was my first big guest. That's another one. I can't just pick one.
Right.
I got you.
But to just give you a little bit of a potpourri from all the different types of podcasts I've done, I'd say those are the ones that stand out at the moment.
Well, what's the worst one you ever done where you just like done, you're just like, man, that's a piece of shit?
We did a drunken trivia. My wife and me had a show called Friday Night Drunken Trivia, where I would play actors and comedians on air for drinks and trivia questions. Get it wrong, you got to take a drink, and we'd see how drunk we could get on air. And it was really cool because we would always have the guests take a picture of themselves drinking, and that was the cover photo of our podcast. So I've drank with all these amazing talents on air, but we had this guy on, this YouTube comedian. I don't even remember his name now. It was like Henry McCaffey, not McCaffey. It was some weird name. I don't even remember because I blocked it out. We never even posted the show because he was just so foul and just talking about just very foul, inappropriate stuff.
Right.
Like just being nasty and over the top just for the sake of being over top. There was nothing clever about it. Just like licking hairy asshole type jokes and stuff. Just stuff that was foul and I didn't find appropriate for our brand.
Gotcha.
It was very uncomfortable.
Right. This isn't my brand of drunken comedy, you son of a bitch.
Only hairless assholes here, not hairy assholes.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not funny, if it's just someone being gross, just to be like shocking.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what? This just lowers the bar. And we never even talked to the guy again. I don't think he enjoyed it because he never even like wrote us and was like, "Where's the link for this show?" It was like having a bad one night stand, and in the morning you just kind of look at each other and slink out of the room and never talk again.
Right.
It kind of felt like that. Like we just kind of both slinked away from the situation. It was like, yeah. And like we never talked to each other again or never mentioned the episode.
Wow.
So it's one of the actual ones that never made it up, never got published.
Do you still have it?
No, I actually just lost. Blog Talk Radio is purging their servers, and I lost about the first 50 episodes of the Ignorance Equation. And they're on an old laptop somewhere that's fried, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to retrieve those files. So So I've actually lost at least 40 or 50 episodes of the Ignorance Equation.
So that's just that one. How many episodes of any podcast do you think have never seen the light of day that you've done?
There was an Ignorance Equation one that was really good, but we had a whole bunch of horrible sound issues, so we just couldn't put it out. I mean, you couldn't understand it. It was just, we didn't hear it while we were on air, and it was one of the reasons we got off Blog Talk, because they had a lot of technical issues and really crummy support. And then that Henry whatever trivia episode, that's it.
Okay.
I think we put everything out, and we used to do it live and just put it out no matter how bad it was. Now Dee has refined her editing skills, so there is sometimes we'll edit stuff out if it's just falls flat or there's big moments of silence or something. But back before we really got this down, we would just say shit live and then put it out and not even go back and listen to it or edit it.
Sure, that's how you learn. You get it and get out, and then eventually you're like, hold on, I got to put out some kind of pro product here. Can't have all this dead space in there.
Yeah, now Dee's got all the equipment where she could see where all the dead air is and pull it out, and that's above my pay grade. But Dee's a whiz. She makes shows we think are going to sound terrible sound great. Oh, another top episode I would say is our Musical Osmosis launch episode. We had 4 people on there, and one of them was another person I've been wanting to talk to for years, Phil Ryan, the singer of Sacred Reich.
Okay.
Wow.
And that was a great episode, finally talking to him. And we also had Doug Carrion on, and he's from Dag Nasty. And then we had Unwoman on, who is like this solo celloist punk girl. And then Susie McMullen from Drum, that's a doom metal band, which I hadn't even really been acquainted with doom metal before we had her on, and I loved it. So I would say our launch episode from last September would probably also make it into my top 10 favorites.
All right. Cool. That's awesome, dude. Well, thank you for the time tonight, man. It was great catching up. I answered all my questions. You got anything else on?
No, I just want to say Happy New Year to you, man, and I wish you and Dee the best decade ahead, man.
Yeah.
Just keep grinding away and putting the hard work in. And we love just being connected to you guys the way we are, just through friendship, and we can hit each other up with questions and just pick each other's brains, and I like that relationship a lot.
Yep.
We are one big happy podcasting family.
That's right, man.
That's right.
Podcasting.
We're like podcasting cousins. You're our sister podcast.
Right, exactly. It's my sister station in Houston.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I wish you guys the same, man. You guys are doing excellent work. Like I said, you've always been, as far as the technical back end and as far as putting interviews together, you guys have always been superior to us on that end. I mean, it's kind of a clown show over here sometimes, but you guys are on point with everything you do. So my hat's off to you, man. There wasn't much I could teach you to start with.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate those kind words, brother.
Very kind, yes. It means a lot to us.
All right. Well, before we have a big virtual hug, I'll let you guys get back to doing the guru thing.
All right, brother. Well, dude, we'll check in with you later in the year, see what's going on, and happy, man. Musical Osmosis.
Oh. Can I tell everyone where to find me?
Yeah, do it.
Absolutely.
Find us at www.musicalosmosis.com. If you don't know how to spell osmosis, crack a book. A Texas science textbook. Google it. Musicalosmosis.com. We'll be posting an episode probably late next week with Kevin Seconds from 7 Seconds. When his band broke up, they released this really engaging letter to the fans about the problems they had in the band and why they were breaking up, and it got picked up by a few different music news sites. I really, anybody who's into this sort of thing, I encourage you to go and Google 7 Seconds breakup letter and just read it. It's really a powerful letter that they wrote to fans. And it's one of the things I'm going to be talking to Kevin about when we have him on the show.
Right.
Nice.
That's cool, man.
Alrighty, guys. You have a good, happy New Year.
You do the same, Nick. Thanks, buddy. We'll talk at you. Be
All right,
good.
buddy.
Right on. Good tidings in 2020.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You took down the Patriots. I love it.
Right on, man. Bye.
Bye. There he goes, man. Nick Katsouros, music Osmosis.
Yeah, he said good tidings, by the way. I don't think he said go Titans.
Yeah,
Did
he
he say?
lives in Tennessee.
Oh, shit. Well, then I heard it wrong.
Yeah.
Well, he said good tidings. I'm like, he's a month late. Don't you say that in December?
I thought he said go Titans. Yeah, they just took down the Patriots.
I'm old, okay?
Well, dude, hold on. I don't know if I didn't hear it right.
Yeah, either way. Good
Either
tidings
way.
and go Titans. Yeah. Right.
It's a double positive.
Now, we go Ravens. Sorry, Tennessee folks, but we're in Maryland.
I'll take the Ravens and Titans in the AFC Championship game. That'd be awesome if that can happen.
It can't because that's who's playing Baltimore Saturday night.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay. Well, then we get it a week early.
Yeah.
Well, at least we get the game.
That's right.
Because it's going to be a good game.
It's going to be a great game. So, all you Ravens fans out there, man, let's hear it from you. Let's hear it from you.
Right. Well, dude, I think Lamar Jackson's going to tear them up, but if the Ravens defense can hold back Tennessee's offense, that's the key.
I think they can.
Tannehill's playing out of his mind right now.
He is.
Man.
He's playing good.
God bless him, man.
But the real key is Vrabel played Belichick perfectly with his own playbook. Found a loophole. Did it the way he did it. Played it on him, and Belichick was pissed on the sideline because he knew he was doing it.
Right.
Yeah, it's not fun when the Rabbits got the gun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Played your own game against you. How do you like that?
Yeah, I got this
Belichick.
Yeah, take this riff. Love it. It winded down the show, man.
If you're hearing that, that means it is in the late hours.
That's right.
And we are winding down.
On the Guitar Guru Show.
Getting ready to.
Southern Maryland's #1 choice for music talk radio, man. Just doing our thing. Oh, dude, great show tonight.
Great show.
What a way to come back in for the first of the year. Can't wait for the live chat. We'll see everybody Thursday. This comes out.
Yeah,
it's
man.
going to be fun. I hope everybody tunes in. I'm nervous.
Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous, Ronnie Mervis.
Yeah, we need everybody there, man. It's going to be cool.
We'll have them. Don't
We'll
worry.
see. Dude, shout out to all the sponsors. Southern Maryland Chronicle, Jesse Wickline, Allied Renovations, Island Music Company for the Guitar of the Week, Christopher Lane Tattoos, Cooper Construction. Thank you guys. Thank you to Spoons for taking care of us for the past year. They're closing their doors on Sunday.
Yes.
They're having a beer bash Friday. We're going to be there early, beering it up. Then we're going to go check out David and the Dynamos Acoustic at Ape Hangers for the warm-up show. So,
That's right.
And then the following Saturday at Last Drop is David and the Dynamos full band, face melding tones.
Yes.
Be there or be square. That whole deal's going down.
That whole deal. That is the inaugural show with Jack McNutt as our new drummer.
Right. And the hotness is going to go down. The hotness. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, man.
Yeah, man.
So, dude, hopefully Mother Nature behaves.
She'll be fine.
So we can get through these next week.
Yeah.
And we'll check it all out, man. I look forward to it.
Can't wait, brother.
Cool. You ready to get out of here, man?
Yeah, man. We're doing it. 2020, Dan and Dan are in the house.
That's right, dude. First show back, a little over 2 hours long. I'll take it, man, every time.
Yeah, man.
Perfect. We'll see you guys next time. It's Guitar Gurus, Dan and Dan. Hey.